There you go. Good evening, faculty, parents, friends, family, honorable guests, and of course my fellow graduates. It is an absolute honor to stand here before you to represent the Morel High graduating class of 2014. Walt Disney once said, "All our dreams come true if we have the courage to pursue them." And after 4 years of hard work, struggle, and perseverance, I strongly believe every single one of you has developed the courage to live out your dreams. From every moment I have spent with all of you, which is a lot, I know that one day you will all achieve greatness in whatever you choose to do. Now, it was only a short while ago when the class of 2014 entered Morel's brick walls, beady-eyed in the midst of puberty. We had no idea what we were in for. We didn't know that Murph would be the friendly teddy bear, and that Crawford would be the one to watch out for, or the effect the cafeteria cookies would eventually have on our bodies. And we definitely didn't know that the 12 Days of Christmas would turn into the Hunger Games 2.0. And all we knew were the 3 guidelines that every grade 9 must follow. 1, don't dare make eye contact with the grade 12s at the lean, ever. Don't dare forget your locker combination, because you will end up late for class and you will be publicly humiliated by Mr. Wynn. And number 3, if you sit at the grade 11 or 12 cafeteria table, say goodbye to all of the respect they probably never had for you. Yes, it was a tough year of being at the very bottom, but as a class, we managed to awkwardly get through our first year of high school without any major harm done. Then we climbed our way to grade 10, which was the year that we became more comfortable to join extracurricular activities. Some joined drama, some joined sports teams, SAVE, or student council, and we finally started to feel like we belonged. I don't remember much of grade 10 because it was kind of a meh year. I think grade 10 was there just to get us well rested for grade 11. The year where all of your nightmares come true, aka grade 11, it's the time when you have to tell yourself to smarten up and start thinking about your future. Many of us were unsure of what we wanted to do, so taking Math B, chemistry, physics, biology, and all those fun courses seemed like the right thing at the time. I think I can speak on behalf of everyone when I say that it was a year of miracles. It was a miracle that we dodged a bullet with Miss McGee going on maternity leave, and a miracle that we all made it past the first semester without dropping out. But the one thing that made me a true believer was when the senior men's soccer team lost every single regular season game and came back to win a silver medal at provincials. Many lessons were learned that year, in that quick year, but the most important one I took with me was that life has no limitations except the ones you make. That takes us to senior year, or as the famous philosopher and rapper Drake once said, started from the bottom, now we here. I can't even begin to describe our senior year together. Though most of it was spent stuck at home in severe blizzards, we still managed to live up the entire grade 12 experience. On top of juggling life decisions, homework, and typical team problems, we planned a 30-hour famine on the first annual Marlin Fun Run. I cannot express how proud I am to say that I was a part of the Morel grad class of 2014. All of you are absolutely incredible people, and I hope you continue to make an impact on other people's lives outside of this school like you have in my life. Now, although we have some pretty great memories together, these should not be the best 4 years of your life. That is a pain I would not wish upon any of my enemies. If Shakespeare, exams, and portfolios were the best years of your life, you have done something wrong. In all seriousness, we will miss who and what we're leaving behind at Morel High, but as Albert Einstein once said, life is like a bicycle. In order to keep our balance, we must keep moving forward. I would now like to take time to thank everyone who stood beside us and helped keep our balance on this crazy journey. From the very beginning of writing our first exam to the end of receiving our diplomas, these were the ones who guided us through it all. To the parents and grandparents for your constant support, driving us around everywhere before we got our license, and for giving words of encouragement when desperately needed. Miss Compton for successfully being able to teach even the mathematically challenged such as myself, and for offering your authentic words of advice. Fight Alzheimer's, do math in your head. Thank you, Mr. Coffin, for giving us all the opportunity to make a difference inside and outside of our community. Mr. Reed for always smiling and never giving up on our basketball team, even in games where we didn't quite reach 20 points. Mr. Gallant for every technological thing he has ever done for this school, which is more than some of us can even fathom. Also for emphasizing your famous words, no stress, no stress, in times when we need to hear it. Thank you, Miss Doyle, for showing us all what true strength really is. To Mrs. McLean for pushing us band geeks to be the best that we can be, and for boosting our confidence when we are feeling flat. To Mr. Farrell for making sure that we actually have a future past high school. Thank you, Diane, for basically running the whole school and teaching us the importance of using please and thank you. And to Mr. Murphy for giving us girls something to look at every day. To the cafeteria staff for feeding us delicious food 3 times a day with nothing but smiles. I'd like to especially mention Kish Hughes, as this was her last year at Morale High. We wish you many years of health and happiness in your retirement. And finally, thank you so much to the custodians who clean up our mess on a daily basis. As for every other teacher I didn't personally mention, you probably should have given me that $5 I asked for in May when I was writing this. But thanks for everything you have done to ensure that we walk across this stage with memories to look back on and a smile on our faces. Oh, and I completely forgot to mention the people who post on Wikipedia and Wiki Answers and Google, etc. I'm sure none of us would be here if it weren't for all of your half-true information. So thanks for always being there. Before I say the final farewell to MRHS, I would like to share a piece of advice with you that was once shared to me by Ellen DeGeneres herself. Follow your passion, stay true to yourself, and never follow someone else's path. Unless you're in the woods and you're lost and you see a path, then by all means you should follow that. My fellow graduates, find out who you are and be that person. That's what your soul was put on this earth to be. Find that truth, live that truth, and everything else will come. But never forget to cherish the wonderful memories we made together. To the class of 2014, we did it.